Up in college football, the bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Florida Gators and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Florida head coach pregame. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking for room. It's Pringle. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lets it develop. It's Roberts. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. St. Clair to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Miles. Look out! Right side, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Gators in the hurry-up. They'll run it. It's Montgomery. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Left side, it's Mays. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They grab the early lead. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Crosses midfield. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. Once he got some room, it was over. The extra point here would tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Running inside, it's Clark. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. Bush is ahead. Turning it on. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield, it's Miles. Out wide right, it's Montgomery. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the red zone, it's Montgomery. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
From the gun, it's Clark. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. The run inside. It's Clark. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Miles. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Inside the 15. 1st and 10 from the 14. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Gators want to move quickly. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, Pollock. I'm running it again right here on the 1-yard line.
And I think you still got 2 plays. 3rd down, defense. All you got to do is fall forward, get that 1 yard.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? To the air, it's Miles. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked? Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
From deep, it's Compton. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
2nd and long here. Tavian St. Clair. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but That thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Right side, it's Roberts. At the 45, on his way. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this and running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Gators sending the offense back to work. Already going back and forth, and they have a 3-point lead up 17-14. Looking to throw, it's Miles. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing
In
game.
the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Plenty of points on the board early, and they've got it back, trailing by 3, 17-14. Got his man. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. If you like offense, this second quarter is probably going to be a game for you. The Hurricanes will go for it here on 4th down. Changing the routes with his receivers. 4th down, St. Clair. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Miles. Throws to the tight end. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Delayed handoff. It's Roberts. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. St. Clair. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They booted away on 4th down. Trying to take it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. Now,
there he goes! They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Back to throw, it's Miles. Looking left. The sure hands, it's Foster. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Clark. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 1st downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they're doing.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Going to the run, it's Montgomery. There's got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Caught in the backfield. It's Pringle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Throwing St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Roberts. At the 35, he's loose. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Out wide left, it's Lofton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he's got some space.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. These corners backing off a bit. Defense in press coverage. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. The Gators come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Looking for a man. It's Miles. Back's got it on the screen. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy who just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Rushes on. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Gators! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Tavian St. Clair. Right side, it's Pringle. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season in this offense.
And the point after is good. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Miles. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Left side is Foster. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hits inside, it's Clark. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, Hurricane! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quick give. It's Clark. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit.
And it's the Sun Devils looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw. It's Miles. Out wide left, it's Foster. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Looking for a big play. Goes high to pull it in. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Gain of 35 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Here we go. Ready.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Racing down the left side. The 30. He's at the 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami.
How about a game game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Swats it away.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you've got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Moving the pocket, it's Miles. Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes. Touchdown, Canes. He got a step and just dusted the field. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Now this offense is back on the field. Running inside, it's Clark. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this 5-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude start to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Needs it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the eye.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Canes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. In the red area, it's Pringle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out wide right, it's Pringle. Touchdown! trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating.
Oh, look out on the right. The 30. He's at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. St. Clair. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Pulls it in. It's Lofton. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Throwing St. Clair. Right side, it's Roberts. Just plowing ahead. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Trying to squeak through the pile. breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Tavian St. Clair. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Kringle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Caught! They will score! Touchdown, Miami!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he tags on the extra point. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Off play action on 1st down. Right side, it's Brown. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Miles. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Wilson open on the right side.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Caught. Finds a crease at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying the run, it's Clark. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Sweet cut there. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. St. Clair. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Look, big-time playmakers, big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Drops back, it Smiles. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking for a crease. It's Pringle. Breaks the tackle. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. See some running room. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Enough to move the chains. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Hands it off. Knocked down immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Back to pass, it's Miles. Finds his target down the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Mays. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal later. Wants to pass. Under pressure. And he gets it away.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Throwing St. Clair. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got room at the 35. Speeding down the left side. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Stepping to the right. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Dawn. Breaks into the open on the left. Out of bounds he goes at the 26, and they gobbled up a huge chunk of yardage on that one. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. To the air, it's Miles. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Second down, gonna throw it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football, and right now offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Take clear to throw for it on fourth. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Back to throw, it's Miles. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body. Bunch formation for these receivers. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the state.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Fresh center downs going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
Rush right in his face. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this